Over the past few weeks, the new UN envoy for Libya, Ghassan Salamé, has been shuttling non-stop between the different Libyan parties to try to get the peace process in the war-torn country back on track. Salamé has injected a new sense of urgency into the UN's peace efforts in Libya. Since his appointment earlier this year, he and his team, in consultation with Libyans, have methodically put in place the pieces of a new plan for peace in the country.
What we did basically was to listen to them, to see what they had in mind, and to organize and sequence their various observations, their various requests into one single action plan that is rational and that is feasible.
A key part of Salamé's strategy was getting international endorsement for the plan. That vote of confidence from the international community came during this year's General Assembly in September.
It is my deep belief that circumstances are now created in a way that allow for a solution to be possible. I don't think we can miss this opportunity.
There is much to be done, and this plan is certainly ambitious. However, if the Libyan people can come together in the spirit of compromise and together write a new common national narrative, this plan is achievable. The international community has a decisive part to play in this. Together we can support the Libyans by uniting around a single process, one where Libya leads and we all assist. We can all work together to give Libya the opportunity for revival and prosperity it needs and certainly deserves.
The high-level meeting lasted 2 hours and was deemed a success, but it took weeks of preparation. This is the story of how we got there.
The Secretary General, when he first met the new SRSG, requested that he, along with DPA, draft an action plan and a strategy for engagement in Libya, both on the political side as well as the programmatic. It is on that basis that he also decided that he would convene a high-level event to present that strategy.
With the Secretary General's marching orders in hand, Salamé and his team got to work to organize the meeting. But the Libya event was only one of many important meetings competing for the attention of world leaders at the General Assembly, and there was little room for error.
It's a very labor-intensive exercise, which requires a lot of coordination among different parts of the system, in particular, of course, the Secretariat, offices and departments. And then there is the more substantive part, which is preparing to achieve the objectives of the meeting, which in this case was to show support for the new United Nations plans headed by SRSG Salamé. And to prepare for that, we liaised with many member states to inform them of the objective of the meeting.
All the member states were invited, including regional organizations, were the key stakeholders of the Libya file. We had to sort of figure out who was going to speak when. It might seem to be a very simple exercise, but in this particular situation, it really wasn't. It was a very delicate exercise where we needed to figure out who was coming from which country and what the level of representation was going to be.
For Salamé, all the work that went into the meeting was worth it.
I think that the high-level event at this level of participation and with this huge number of participants is a clear indication to our Libyan friends that the international community is really committed to help them find a way out of the present situation they find themselves in.
The high-level meeting gave the Libyan peace process a much-needed boost, but it was only one step in what promises to be an arduous road. Salamé and his team are right now hard at work to maintain that momentum.